Welcome back to Song of the Nameless. This is session 26 entitled Thunderous Raid, which is what we're right in the middle of, sort of, kind of. It kind of thundered out a little bit. I wouldn't say completely, but the current state of it is the group is inside of a specific level of the temple that they entered into. Um, that appears to have been always has been, or maybe was converted into a prison. Um, they have accessed the exterior of the temple, and they've also freed some prisoners. They've defeated some of the Denisotvan guards who appear to be on a strange refresh rate system where when they die, replacements come through a teleportation system attached to lightning gems. Um, yeah, they also saw somebody get annihilated in the blink of an eye, and his remains get thrown all over the place. Just making sure that the threats are known. Okay, so with that being said, you just freed the prisoners, and it would be Gil and Tommel just got back from outside, and Gil is now able to swim in storm clouds and also
Me.
is lightning resistant. And I have it listed so Tommel is under the control of all players. I don't mind whoever wants to control Tommel, not a problem. Um, or just as a team effort, that works as well.
Not it.
Or as a hot potato, that's fine too. That's fine. Um, However you want to go about it.
I don't do magic.
I mean, if no one else wants to, I can take up the man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody else?
No.
No? Okay.
We could put him in the
I think
backpack.
the only other person who would do it would be Kimmy.
We can just put him in the backpack.
I mean, yeah.
Well, like I got that like little
Yeah.
backpack where he sits on my back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you want to take control, you can. If that's what you're asking.
Well, I won't control him, but it'll be in my backpack.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, I can't see Scaren's, Kira's, or Gil's HP.
Whose?
Kira's, and Scaren's,
Or Gills.
or Gil's, yeah. Well, it shows the bars, just not the numbers.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, it should show the numbers. I don't know why it wouldn't.
And for Kira and
I can only
Scaren,
see
I don't see the bar.
mine
Or,
and Tommel.
I don't see anybody's except for mine and Thomas.
Yeah,
I think it's because we have control of Tommel.
Or we're just very mysterious.
yeah, it's starting to. Maybe we're all the the alien.
We're not all who we say we are we?
Maybe we're all the invader. Oh wait, that was Call of Cthulhu. Wrong game. Okay, so are we good now on the sight blinds for the HP bars?
I still can't see Kira's HP.
What's that?
Oh, I said I still can't see Kira's HP bar.
Oh, weird. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on, but I tried. I tried everything on my side. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So, the individuals that you just acquired, the prisoners, I'm just going to go through them really quickly. The young girl who hugged Cindrix upon exit has been very, very attached to him as if he's some sort of savior. She has kind of made untrustworthy glances at everybody else, but seems to feel comfortable with him for some reason. But then she realized that everybody was kind of from Ordris, and she's been a little bit more receptive. She says that her name is Tlockley. I probably butchered that. I'll try again in a minute. She says that she was captured by the long-armed people and has been taken out of her prison on numerous occasions and beaten. She says a stern woman is the one that normally leads her torment. But she says that no matter what, she doesn't cry and she doesn't break because her father always taught her that a bully wins when your heart breaks, and that is why she is glad to see you and have been rescued by you. Syndrix, for you, this is very heartwarming. And there's something about her that's just charming. Like, you feel like she is a very dear person to you. Um, just on the onset. There's just something about her that's just very, I don't know, almost magically kind of just endearing. Um,
Hmm.
the other individuals, the soldier man is Captain Yurak Huanca of the Third Company. The forces of the company, under the command of General Vilka, attempted to ascertain what fell from the sky during a great storm on the eastern coast of Ordris. When they attempted to explore it, they were ambushed, and Yurak was put into a strange prison. He has been let out a handful of times. Each time his blood has been extracted meticulously by the wardens of the prison. Very strange. The mage woman, she says her name is Raffanild, and that she is an operative of the conglomerate. She does not know who Reuben is, and does not seem to be aware that a Warmagir has ever been confirmed, which means she's been in here for a while. She states she was sent to the eastern coast of Ordris to survey Denisotvan forces, but her sky ship was taken down by a sudden storm, and she was bound within a strange prison. She feels she has been magically interrogated, but she cannot recall all of the details. They appear to all be wounded at this stage, like physically so, in like a mechanical sense, and also the spellcaster will note that she has no use of her capabilities. There's no spell slots in her. She does not have that available to her. It's not within her power to be able to cast at this point. Nor does she have her spell book to be able to repair spells and so on.
So they all like look physically hurt, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, I got nothing to help. I'm all out of spell slots, but if you want, can I offer them some potions if the party's okay with it? That's fine.
Okay, so who do you want to dish potions out to?
Well, just give them like one of each.
Oh, each one gets one?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll those results for me, and just we'll go young girl through to Raffanild.
Okay. And it's the regular ones, right? That
2d4 plus 2.
2d4. 2d. Okay. One. How do I add the 2 there?
You just I can do that. So 7
Okay.
on the first
Other
one.
one.
7 on the second one.
That's the only rolled. Let's do. Oh,
And then we'll go ahead and say 7 on the next one. Or sorry, 9 on the next one. All right. So very grateful, all three of them, for the relief. And they ask you if you are here to help them out and get them out of this space, or yeah.
well, that wasn't really our intention at first, but I mean, we're here now, so that we can help out. As we didn't even know you guys were trapped in here in the first place.
The
You know how long you've been in here for?
can't say for certain. Raffanild says, "What year is it? What month and what day?"
Uh,
1050,
uh,
1056. It's the we said it was the spring, if I remember correctly. So it's probably the fifth month, and probably halfway through, so 15th. And so she would say, I left for the coast of Ordris about 6 years ago. So about 6 years. The blonde-headed man would say about 4 years for me, based on the sounds of it. And the young girl says, I don't know.
surprised you guys. They kept you alive for so long, considering it. They're, did they say anything of why they wanted to keep you, or what did they do?
um, Rathenold says she's been interrogated, but she doesn't remember what she was asked or why, so she doesn't know. And a lot about the time is foggy. She doesn't feel like she's been here that long, but you told her what day it is to you, so she believes you. There's no reason for her not to. The blonde-haired gentleman says, "I assume for my blood. I don't know why. I am a cousin of." And he says, "Oh my God, why is my brain not working?" He says, "Oh God." Go to my notes real quick. Hold on. He says, I am a first cousin to the Ordric line. Terran Ordric is my uncle. And to you, Sarah, you don't know of this guy, but you also know that there are a lot of people who have like considered claimancy to the Ordric royal family. As we mentioned, like there's the main family, and then there's like all the apartments that are kind of connected to it. So like the family big, like they definitely kind of, you know, proliferate, but there's also kind of like the core family, like the family of the heir of what was once the Storm Heralds, and now is just kind of like the firstborn child of the council member, I guess. So maybe red hair is a bit more common, but blonde's not impossible. And then the young girl says, "I assume to beat me up a lot."
I mean, that's weird that they would have reasons for these. I, I don't know. They got long arms. I don't. Maybe they're just weird. But
Mayhaps.
like, what do you? There's got to be something that you know that they wanted.
Are you talking to the young girl?
Yeah. Like, cause she was the one that was talking. She's like, I don't know that they just wanted to beat me up, right?
Yeah, and she would say, I don't think I know anything. I'm just So me and my family were in the process of having a bit of a vacation on the coast, the city, and then they took us. They took everybody in the small town, and yeah, I don't know why.
What town was that?
She names off some town whose geography would be kind of north by northwest of here. So, like, if you were to kind of roll along the coast, like towards the jungle, it would be thereabouts.
It's real, like,
Yeah, it's a real place. It's not.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Can
not
we
a fake.
invent a town name?
Yeah, I will notate it. Let me go ahead and see. I'm gonna go with. I want. I'm gonna So
I really expected a really awesome town name to populate into my brain, but it didn't.
Oh, no.
Right? Same, and I'm just like Tippery, and I'm like, no, that's like an actual.
Tippery would be a cute name. Tippery.
I'm thinking Palangus.
That also works.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Palangus.
Palangus?
Palanges.
Palangus,
Palanges.
schmalangus.
Palangus.
Very bone coated.
Yeah.
Palanges.
It's got a goofy double root. It's how I kind of do a lot of the naming conventions for this region. I look at like old Baltic / Lithuanian roots and also old Incan, and right now the name of the language is escaping me.
Petra.
Yeah, right on the tip of my brain.
Yep.
And so I try and look for similar roots therein. But Palangus, or Plangus, depending on how your accent varies. But yeah, it is a real town. You know how the river kind of runs from the northeastern coast down to the through the jungle to where the ruins you first went to were? The
Sure.
town is kind of close to nearabouts there, kind of on the north side of the ruins of the old Ordris, the coastal Ordris.
Okay, well, the young girl, like how, the picture shows a tiefling, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Oh, that's
The other
Rafinald.
one.
Rafinald.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see if I can do the thing again. So it was
There's a thing somewhere.
Control Shift, Control Z. Control.
Oh, okay, cool. So she was big on MySpace
She was huge
Yep.
on MySpace.
in
Here's the
2007. Okay.
Right.
man, I haven't heard that in a while.
Maybe she's from 2007. That's how long she's been in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So she looks like, to me, she looks like what, 14, 15?
She's about 18 or 19.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's like a very young woman. Okay.
Yes.
Um, okay, well, I'm sorry. You said your name was.
Oh, damn it.
It's Lockley.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Islakli, you um have been separated from your family. Mm, mm, certainly it was not on our agenda to uh rescue prisoners from what I imagine we assumed was an unpopulated temple or an enemy stronghold. But
The warrior will kind of cut it and say, if you have an extra blade, I can help.
well, I imagine we do somewhere in our belongings. I believe for now one of our priorities must be to keep this young woman safe. Um, and as long as you are defenseless, uh, Lady Raffeneld, to protect you as well. As we move forward through the temple. I don't know that any of our crew would disagree with this.
The soldier will kind of take the sword from Gil as it's handed over, kind of nod, looking at the measure of the blade, kind of testing its balance, nod in appreciation, look to Quira and say, if you would like, and this one is of an importance, gesturing to Raffeneld, I can protect her.
Well, yes, I mean, she's a non-combatant, then yes, as is the young woman.
She kind of, the young woman kind of looks at the guy, and he kind of like, offers like his, to
Yeah.
stand behind her or spot behind him, and she kind of moves behind the Dragonborn.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Well, um, I'm sure that our cleric is perfectly capable of guarding um Islactly. Meanwhile, Lady Raffeneld, if you will stay close to the soldier man, the captain.
She nods. Of course. And if we can find my spell book, I might be able to take some rest and be able to aid in a much more meaningful manner. I can teleport great distances, so I can remove the burden of us from your presence, or I can remove you from this danger if it's a peril you have fallen into and do not wish to be in.
Understood.
That is of great use.
All right.
We usually choose to be in peril.
That's our thing.
We thrive in, excuse me, we thrive in peril.
Like, Koyura gets the look on her face like she wants to disagree and be like, no, no, no. But then she's like, yeah, yeah, it's true. We usually are in peril.
Okay.
Sorry, pellet. Spits it out.
Oh.
Strangely, it's his last character from Resistance at the Threshold. Oh.
Oh my god.
I went too far. I'm sorry, John.
That'd be terrible.
So up ahead, you do see that this is, as before, kind of illuminated. It has like a glow to it. But the people who are with you kind of fall in position and are prepared to move with you. If you have no other things you wish to explore in this space.
No.
Well, I wanted to make sure, like, this area over here. Oh man, my mouse has been weird. Like over here, over here.
Sure.
Did we explore these areas already? Like, there's no rooms in here.
Nobody's gone right really yet.
No, we
Oh,
went left.
okay.
Left
Wait.
is correct.
But we went down this way a little bit, right?
No.
Very little bit.
Oh. And by we, I mean just
Barely
me
anybody.
and somebody. Because where did that person get exploded? I thought it was here.
Oh, it's north.
Oh.
It's north?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well then I guess we better go look over there.
You went up to the right, and then where that person exploded was right when you kind of came up to that last
Like
turn.
over here?
A little bit further up, but yeah, it'll be
Somewhere up there.
It'll be up that way if you go that way. But like I said,
All right.
the stone in front of you in that next room does appear to be kind of a glow.
Okay, so I do think we need to keep pushing, and making an effort to find any traces of Lady Raffenild's spell book.
Okay.
That's what Queera would posit to the group. We've got non-combatants to keep safe. We need to keep pushing into the temple. I don't know. I don't see any other immediate priorities.
Move your token, Johnny, real quick.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, darn. I was hoping I could bind her to you. Okay, you should be good. I'll just keep up. Okay, so once everybody's moved, let me know. But I do want to note that once we get to this position and look down the hall, I want to mention that there is a change from what you recall. So, it's not shown on the map, but I want to explain what you're seeing. When you look down the stairs to where you came from, this lightning gem is now like a Tesla coil, and there's just lightning strands flaring out from it against the walls. It is just a web of lightning. Very densely packed tendrils of white hot electricity flowing throughout that space.
Does it look like it broke?
No, it looks like it's
Okay.
intentional.
Does it look like I could break it?
You would have to get inside to get to the crystal itself, which means you'd have to be inside of the lightning. So it's not impossible.
I have lightning resistance.
Right. It does look like it is a lot of lightning, though. So I do want to give you that notice.
So I'm going to like, I don't know if we can say
Sorry.
this, Magpie, that you like that Gil was like, I'm resistant to lightning. And then Uyura will be like, my dear, you may be resistant, but you're not immune. Can we say that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's go smash it. And if we smash it, the guards won't come back.
Sarah, please
Well,
don't walk into your certain death, please.
real quick, from a tactical mentality, except from Gil, presumably, but from a tactical mentality, is there any reason why you think that that would be happening right now?
Because there was like a glowing thing and then more people arrived.
But from a tactical position, why would someone turn on a thing that blocks off passage through that room?
Oh.
Oh.
You now have no escape, and things
Yeah, they don't want
have
to
no
leave.
things have no means of getting inside. So
Okay.
they have closed the prison, so to speak.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Okay. Well,
It's not our first time getting trapped inside a fucking death trap. So.
I mean,
right.
it's at that moment where you realize, like,
Not even the second.
there was an option of just going back to the camp and dumping the dumping the people off, but yeah, it's not an option because it very much seems to have been barred from you. Okay.
Oh well.
So the stairs, like the other stairs, kind of maneuver down. And you can see up ahead there is an area that's not unlike the actual other side of the space. It looks like it is also replete with prison cells. Upon walking in this space, there really isn't a lot of activity that you're noticing, movement-wise. You do see that there's a very bloody trail of what looks like a dragged body. Like the staining, I mean, looks like somebody was dragging a heavy kind of body to the cell at the far end. The southern entrance, or southern door rather, does appear to be a portalway that exits out into the open air once again. The storm clouds kind of rustling and rumbling outside. You can see that across the way there's a very strange grouping of things that have been like put out there. Instead of a doorway, just kind of a very kind of loose setting of balcony and structure that have all kind of been broken away and ruined. It doesn't look like there's anything from this position that you can see that's worth a damn at this distance.
Do the cells seem vacant?
So, upon inspecting them closely, you'll note that this cell has a party in it, and this cell has a party in it. Other than that, the other cells are empty. And the gem ahead of you, the one to the north of you, like the one on the other side, it does appear to be active.
Active as in blocking our way?
So real quick, let's note, there are a total of 4 states that we've seen the gems in. Okay? There's just cold, dead, not doing anything. There's active, where it appears to be kind of like there's an electrical charge to it. It's not doing anything, but it seems to be ready to do a thing. There's being used as a teleportation device. That's when a strand of lightning comes out of it and acts as a portal way from somewhere else to it. And then lastly, we have defensive grid, which is when the lightning web is kind of moving around the room that it's encased in. Those are the
And which is it right now?
This one is
Active.
active.
Oh,
So it
okay,
is just,
gotcha.
yeah.
ready to fuck up our shit, but not actively fucking up our shit.
Correct. It could be active, ready to receive like more people from a portal location. It could be active to be turned on to become a defensive grid. There could be functions that you're not aware of yet.
Gotcha. Any opposition to busting open the cells?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Queera would move to open them unless anybody
Which one
stops her.
first?
Probably the first one that they come upon. Here.
Okay. So upon opening it, you will find inside. Hold on, notes.
Worms.
You find worms.
Ah,
It was worms the whole time.
very nice.
It's not. It's not worms.
Oh, that's what we wanted.
Dang.
You find.
It's worm.
It's just a worm.
Singular.
It's worm. It's just a singular worm.
My goodness. It's not. It's not that. No. Instead, it is a Goliath, man, male. I mean, who appears to have a number of tattoos kind of about his body. He also looks like a warrior type. He is wearing kind of the loose prisoner tunic that everyone else has been kind of like to wear. It looks like his back is a complete mess of just stab wounds and puncture wounds and scars. It almost looks like some of them have like a round shape to them. But despite all of his damage, he looks healthy, well-to-do, fine. And when he comes out and people start talking to him, you're kind of concerned that he's not replying back to you. And it's when you come to the kind of gruesome discovery that his tongue has been removed from his mouth.
Would you say he is otherwise attractive?
Yeah, I would say as a Goliath fellow, yeah, he's relatively attractive. He kind of has like a alabaster stone skin. His tattoos are kind of done in kind of a goldish way. Yeah, he's
For a split fucking second, I thought
Yeah,
Gil
don't
was
like
trying
him.
to fuck the Goliath, and then like
Say,
Magpie,
No.
you
Yeah.
posted the Gil action, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh. Oh. I see.
He's a big beefy dude.
Gil's like, this dude's
Oh.
too
It's like,
beefy.
I'm insecure. I don't like it.
But
I'm insecure.
just say, please don't say you like the
Aw.
strong and silent types.
from the medic, from Syndrex's mentality, like it does look like they've been keeping him healthy. Like they have been keeping him healthy despite the damage they've been applying to him for whatever reason.
Just out of curiosity, I mean, this has nothing to do with the story or the game or mechanics. Does it seem like Sarah thinks he's hot?
Not at all.
So no,
Oh,
Sarah
nice.
Sarah would probably not find this individual attractive.
You don't know.
Well, fair. However, I was going to say his face definitely looks like it did battle with the ugly tree. And
Oh,
That's hot.
Oh, what?
So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
all right, fine. You know what? Fair enough. Let's reunite the giant and the Ordric line once again.
But I think that Sarah's type
he's
is a
tall
little
and
bit
strong
more
though.
the Gil
And Gil
type.
feels very insecure in this moment.
Then when you open the last door, the last prison door, a body falls out, materializing.
Ah!
and you're pretty
Oh.
sure you witness either a spasm or its last breath exhale.
Yikes.
You're not
Oh.
sure which, but you're pretty sure that the moment after it hits the ground, it's dead.
Okay. What kind of creature was it?
Looking at it, it is very difficult to tell. It is literally just a lump of.
Uh,
I'm not gonna
tortured
get
flesh.
too. Yeah, I'm not gonna give too much descriptive in it because
Okay.
it's a broken mass of mortal flesh. That's the best way to describe it.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
horrible. Okay. Kuyura will
If you would like to know, you could make a medicine
Mhm.
check.
I don't.
But do we want?
Do we want to?
Do we want?
I mean, if Cindrix feels curious. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, inspecting it, Cindrix, you become horrified to know that it is a dragonborn.
Ooh.
Your first question, as you were looking at it, you say in your head before asking that question is, "Well, it can't be a dragonborn. There are no scales." And then as you start exploring it, you
Oh.
realize,
Oh my
oh,
god.
it sure can be a dragonborn. It sure is a
There are no
dragonborn.
scares. Shit.
Yeah.
Brutal.
You know, I don't think I could be sickened by playing D&D,
Right?
and
Right?
yet
But you knew. You knew
Here
you
we
could.
are.
We'd get you
Here
there.
we are.
Again, if I've crossed any lines, I apologize.
No.
Oh, you're.
no, I
I
think
did.
this
I
makes us
feel like
all.
it's like
Mhm.
it's like right
It's just right at the line.
there.
Well, you know what? You did put up a veil,
Yes.
and then
Mhm.
we
Yes.
ripped it away.
We-
So,
yeah,
And then we're just
gone
like,
at
nah.
it.
I said we don't have to get into it.
so I do want to try to like talk to the Goliath and see if I can at least ask yes or no questions and get a nod, or is he just like not really responsive
So
generally?
I'm gonna help your group here a bit. Hold on a second. Let me double check something. So yeah. Excuse me. Belchy Belchies. Oh, he can't cast it as at any time. He only has 4, so that's not a spell he can cast all the time. That's the hat. Never mind. I was gonna say he could try and cast message, but he can't whisper anyways. So yeah, it doesn't work. Triple doesn't work. So yes or no questions. Let's go.
Okay. I assume you've been tortured by the Denisattvans. Um, we did not come here to liberate, but it appears that
He raises his hand.
oh yeah, I'll dig
Oh.
up a writing utensil and a
He smiles.
paper or parchment out of my
A couple teeth
bag.
missing awkwardly, and
Oh no, poor
Oh.
guy.
he takes the quill, kind of like goes over to the wall, presses it against it, and writes a bit. Keeps writing. Writes a little bit more. Hands the sheet to you, and it says, "My name is Rex Stonechild. I don't know how I came to be here. I was fighting, defending a place called Fort Ordeals. It went black, and then I woke up with knives in my back and a thundercloud in the sky.
Do we know anything about Fort Ordeals?
Fort Ordeals was the first of the Levidian things to fall in the Denisovan conflict. So, Fort Ordeals was the westernmost military fortification for the Levidian Duchy, and it fell about 10 years ago.
Fuck. And at least Queera would know this.
Yeah, it's historical.
Okay. Well, it seems like you have been here for nearly a decade, or at least a decade. Um, we're we're taking other prisoners and we're leaving. You seem to have endured a great deal of pain, but you don't seem currently injured. Can you fight?
He looks around, kind of walks over to the wall,
Mhm.
and grabs a hold of the strange mounting beneath this very alchemical, like, brazier that's kind of lighting a fire, and just starts pulling for a second until he yanks a massive metal pipe out of the wall. The fire from it just gouting for a few seconds as a mist of like purplish fluid drops from it, and he's holding a pipe, nods his head.
Okay. Gil faints.
Go.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Well, that answers my question. Um, it doesn't appear that there are any other survivors in this wing. Um,
He kind of grabs the paper back from
yeah.
you and writes again. And very quick note just says, "Everyone else in the prison is dead."
Okay.
How would
Well, oh, go
he
ahead.
ask how would he know that?
Ooh.
You ask that, he kind of takes the note, kind of writes it down, and hands it over. "I was forced to kill them."
Hmm. Does
Mm.
that mean he killed that dragonborn?
Do you ask that?
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Queera ponders.
Do you want to roll an insight check to see if you think that might have been the case? If so,
You
go
know,
for it.
yeah.
10's not going to do it.
He-
Let me try.
Do 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 do. Five's definitely not going to do it.
Yeah.
Anybody want to roll
Seems
a
believable.
2.5 on insight check? Just having it, having it,
Insight?
having it, having it.
I
Okay,
don't have insight.
so we've got a bit more of a group. Um, so as this is happening, Syndrix, and you're kind of overlooking the dead body. You have a moment where you feel it kind of grasp on the back of your arm, and you can see her kind of like hiding behind in your cloak, just kind of keeping away from the sight of that. And as you're talking to the Goliath, she stays very close to you or behind you during the discourse. Rathanild and the soldier kind of are looking about. Rathanild is also kind of like almost swooning when the new guy, Rek, rips the thing off the wall. Very cool. But Rathanild seems to be more studiously looking out the door and keeping an eye on the prison cells themselves. She actually comes to a point where she's amidst the group and stops looking at this lightning gem. And Rek, once he's into the business of it, is just kind of standing next to the biggest people in the group, and is ready to move forward.
Before we head north, Gil, do you think you can um check out this area? And I know that you have been. Wait, did Gil tell us that he can swim in the clouds?
I'm pretty sure he did it.
Oh, okay.
he
Then
was
I'm
like,
just
"Oh, this is
gonna
fun." Yeah, I can check it out.
Okay.
Okay. So if you check it out, it is just broken mess. It does look like this would have served as some sort of lookout point if the storms weren't kind of present. Looking down, it looks like it's just a series of broken, kind of weather worn stones that kind of go towards the base of the structure, the more kind of solid base inside of the jungle proper beneath you. And directly above you, like through the mists and through the swarm of deep clouds and the flashes of light, you can see the silhouette of what appears to be kind of like a jutting balcony, some hundred or yeah, some hundred. It's closer to probably 50 feet above you.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing out there, guys.
Okay. Then I would say let's head north. Should we break this thing?
So before you get a chance to, as you approach it, you can see across the hall two Dennis Ottman
Oh,
soldiers
God damn it.
standing at another one. I've got to presume that you kind of were leading the way, asking that question, so nobody else was really like following directly behind. Gil
Yeah.
probably was, so go ahead and move Gil up
Yeah.
one. But they see you, and you see one raise this crystalline-looking rod and point at you, and you don't even hear the word; you just hear the pop as a lightning bolt connects the two, and your room
Ugh.
fills with a discharge of lightning. The two of you need to make dex saving throws.
Oh, great.
Success? Success.
Wait, what's happening?
So half of 22 is 11, and half of 11 for you, Gil, would be 5.
Okay,
And
so
then,
I take
how much does resistance give me?
So yeah, so you 22 is the full damage. You halved it because you succeeded, and then you half that again, so with resistance, so 5. Total damage you're taking is 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to put up an initiative tracker, and this will be a little bit of a fight, but not like super massive. We'll see how it goes. Da, da, da. Oh. Oh, I just almost crapped my pants. Ah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so bear with me here. So he's going on 7. She's going on 12. Raphael is going on 18.
We're all rolling initiative here, or
The veteran
Yeah.
is going on
oh, okay.
14. And all of the Dennis Otvins, stop it, baby cat, are going on 16. Everybody roll.
Nope.
Okay.
And second. Pages aren't loading. No, there.
It's probably because they're coated in pudding.
Yeah. There.
All right. And do we have Tommel? We do? Okay, cool. Oh, you took him. Okay, cool. All right. So, Scarin, you are the fastest. So, as we described it, lightning pops. You see the room that Quira and Gil walk into becomes a massive kind of just lightning, like a starburst of lightning in that room. Yeah, it's your initiative. Do as you like as I get the fight music going.
Do do da da da. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da 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 da.
An interesting play.
Oh,
Okay, so the issue and I want to make sure you understand it, is
There's not enough earth.
there's not enough room to do it because there's a Queera in the way. So you'll be smashing her if you do it. Yeah, even still, it's 20-foot cube. So
But what if I
if you want that
what if I turn?
yeah, it's not going to hit the gem that much, is it? So yeah, the
Yeah,
main thing is if you want to get it on that gem, you'd have to do it and hit Queera at least. So I'm just saying, if you want to, you can, but you are going to be smashing her with that.
Would I hold it and
Yeah.
yell to Queera to
So
get out of the way?
The thing is if you ready an action with a leveled spell and the trigger does not happen, you're losing the spell slot.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Queera move.
So-
Scarin starts to cast a spell. Tommel.
Move this way, he says.
Okay. And then it'll go to Raffinild, who will. I hit next. Go to the next person. She will move 30 feet back. Gil.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna do. A bonus action. And then.
Okay.
How does that increase my speed again? It doubles it?
Yeah,
No.
it does. It doubles.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoomies.
20. Alright.
And then,
Then we're gonna move here and probably die.
okay. So when you move into this space, you do see that there are more prison cells. It looks like all their doors are open. To the south, you see what appears to be a torture chamber. It looks like there is some sort of device that looks like it was utilized to basically spin a person, or not spin a person, rather grind a person in between two kind of massive spike churning wheels. There's also an acid pit and a table full of tools, some that might double as weapons. And then you can see that there's the two soldiers in front of you. It does appear that behind them, there's another passageway that looks like it might lead to another space. Okay, so that's your movement. That's half of your movement. What would you like to do with your action?
I would like to shoot them.
Okay,
Or shoot this guy, at least.
you get 2 shots.
Hell yeah. Alright, hold on, let me... And I can't do Hunter's Mark and...
You
Oh, I
bonus
already
action
did
because of
bonus
Expeditious
action.
Retreat. And
Never
because
mind.
Expeditious Retreat requires
Alright.
concentration, you can't do both, yeah.
That's true.
So 17
There's
will
that.
miss. They have an 18
Okay.
class, and 14 will miss as well.
And then that also... Okay.
You have 40 feet of movement.
Well,
Now, it seems like moving back the way you came, according to what Scarin had said, is probably not a good idea, because, yeah. Okay.
I'll move there.
Move to cover. Okay. The veteran will kind of look to Scarin, kind of look to the situation, and then very quickly roll past him, and then rush forward and get behind Gil, kind of sliding into position with the short sword. You can see he kind of drops into like almost like a football guy stance, with a sword in one hand and his other hand kind of held out to the side, like he's
So you
ready.
don't play sports without saying you
Like a
don't play
sports ball stance, you know, like he's ready to do sports, right? And he's there, right? And like that's what he looks like.
I love it.
But yeah, his initiative got messed up. It should have been 16 as well. I don't know why it got goofy. So there we go. And then they go. You can hear them yelling in Denisotvan, Gil. Everyone else, not so much. And then you can hear what you are pretty certain are footprints, or footsteps, rather, kind of moving in your direction.
Uh,
And then you hear one voice that kind of rings out over all of them, but sounds like it's an authority of some sort. Okay. They will. Looks like they have recharged the wand that they had, and both of them have taken defensive posture. Out of character rules wise, they're taking the dodge action. All right. So she is going to rush over to Cindrix and get behind him and take the dodge action. Okay. You hear kind of a voice in your head, Cindrix. Or maybe it's just, I don't know, a vibe. You just feel like you have to protect her over everything else. Like, this is the most important task for you.
Mhm.
Sarah, you are up.
Okay. Having seen Gil run north and out, I'm gonna follow them.
Have at it.
And I'm a dash. Okay. Okay. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So you can just barely see that behind them there's kind of a throng of more Denisotvan soldiers. There's one that appears to be different. And I will try and shift zoom him. He does not have the full plate armor that the others are wearing. Seems like he just has kind of an ornamental headpiece and shoulder setup. Bracers that have blades attached to them that extend backwards from his elbows. And he looks like he's the one yelling and pointing at the others. His helmet also doesn't fully cover his entire face. Looks like you can actually see his features as well. Okay. Sarah, you moved. You jumped into cover. That's it. Queera, you're up. This music's way too epic. I'm gonna change it. Let's go with...
Oh wait, I was muted. Okay, was I here? Right, was.
you are here.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Right. I'm gonna stop here,
Okay.
and then I am going to uh pop a some charges on the eye of Alim Hazil.
Okay.
So we are going to expend 5 charges to cast Sunbeam.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sunbeam. You got it on the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, boom. That is going to be a 5-foot wide line. I got you. To him. 60 foot long. Okay, so then that would hit everyone but these two. here, and here. Oh,
Okay.
and also here.
Okay.
Okay. So then it is going to be Constitution saving throws. Okay, good. Great. The leader. Success, so 15 damage. Failure.
My spell save DC is not right.
It
Oh, wait.
shouldn't be yours, it should be the weapons.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the weapons is.
Hold on. The Eye of Haziel. Alim Haziel. Oh man. Where did I post that? Oh, that's weird. I have the spot listed, the Eye of Alim Haziel Aktosh, but it's just blank in the Discord. That's weird. Okay. That's fine. So then I'm gonna go ahead and say that because artifact level, it's gonna be DC 17s.
All right.
So then the one guy did pass, the other three did not. So that'll pop
Okay.
them off handedly. Dead. 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 Switcheroo dead. Okay, so when it hits those four, it pretty much just obliterates them.
Mhm.
The Eye of Haziel, the red ruby gem, the sunlight that pierces out from it is more of like a bright red funnel of light that just kind of through all of them and disintegrates them in their armor. When it hits the last guy, it kind of seems to kind of be blocked by some magical force that's generated from his bracers.
Okay. Did he take? Does it seem like he took
Oh, he
at
took some
least
damage.
partial damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like he took some strain there.
Did anybody survive and get blinded?
No.
Okay.
No, yeah, he saved, so he didn't get the effect. Uh,
Okay. That is now the okay. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and kick up my defensive field and add 8 temp hit points.
okay.
That's my turn.
And another note, as you ran forward and kind of prepared the optic blast, the ground behind you kind of detonates loudly, and you can hear kind of like a breaking, a shattering of like crystal as the earth erupts behind you. And your third level spell works exactly as you planned it. The gem is shattered.
Yay.
When it does break, there is a bit of a discharge in that room, so you were kind of fortunate she was out of the room when you did it. I was kind of trying to bait you into it, but at the same time protect you from the repercussions of what you were doing.
I forgot how huge it was.
It's so big. It's so. Real quick note: all of those squares that are kind of part of that like 20-foot area are now difficult terrain. So just a heads up. So we're done. Cindrix, you're up.
Well, little one, I will do my best protection. I shall. And he is just kind of like using his body as for shield here. Taking the dodge action.
Shield up.
What a good boy.
Yeah. And for his bonus action, he's going to harness divine power, use a channel divinity charge, gain a level 2 spell slot. But doing his best trying to defend her.
Okay.
That'll be it.
So Rec will move. That is 40, 50, 60. And this will go to the map layer now that it is a permanent fixture. Is that on the map layer?
Like it.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
I can't control it anymore, so.
Okay. No, yeah. I was like, it looks transparent, and the reason why I thought that was because the white aura from
Yeah, I
you
still got
is
that
kind
going
of-
on.
Yeah. It's your concentration, is it not?
That should have been gone a long time ago.
Then let's get rid of it.
Okay.
Uh,
I just didn't want to say anything.
well, thank you for being honest when I forced it out of you. Uh,
I wasn't like gonna be like, yeah, I'm still sneaking.
gotcha. So that would mean that he's rushing forward, kind of charging through the terrain. He's got the club in his hand. Scarin, you are up. There's enough of a distance above the eruption and the ceiling for you to kind of float or fly above it. You can just kind of wing burst and then kind of skid over the top. Okay, you can see the group is prepared. The remnants of the kind of massive sunbeam that's kind of burst through the hallway.
Okay, I can actually go there. That's 40.
Mhm.
Uh, and it kind of looks left, right. I only see this dude.
Yep.
And I think I will.
Become one of those.
Yes,
Okay. That's your action. Anything else?
that's it.
All right. Tommel.
Ooh.
Tommel just comes around. Mage armor. I don't know.
You gotta do the Tommel voice.
Mage armor.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Guys, I'm scared, but I'm doing mage armor.
Oh, okay. I already had mage armor from earlier. I don't have to do it every time.
I don't know what I'm doing. I
Mage
don't know what
armor
I'm
lasts
doing.
8 hours. You can do something else if you want.
Just firebolt it. Just firebolt some.
Or chill touch.
Can
Chill
he even
Chill
can he even
touch.
go?
Just cast chill touch. You don't have to cast mage
Okay.
armor. You can. Mage
Yeah,
armor is
the-
already active.
Well, no, I meant could he even reach
Mhm.
that? Okay.
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
I'll do chill touch.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Even though the name
Fine.
lies. You're not
Holy
It's a
shit.
crit,
Click the
too!
damage. Yeah. So that's like that's a kill,
Fucking iconic.
All right.
God.
Since you made me,
and probably the coolest shot that Tommel's ever thrown. No shade.
we'll have to let Zach know.
Yeah. Okay. So then Rathanild will move. She looks back to you, Syndrix, and kind of looks onto Rek, then moves up and seems to try and get an angle to see the field of battle. At that moment, at that very, very moment, bear with me here. Checking a thing. The young girl kind of very quickly just jumps up and gives you a peck on your cheek, Syndrix. Thank you so much for protecting me. Everything's gonna be okay. Thank you for saving me. You're gonna get me back to my family. And she's so happy that everything's going so well.
Don't mention it. Anyway.
Cool. The mage will not do anything because she had to kind of use her perception there. She's looking for something specific. And she does see it. Gil, you're up.
Do-do.
Hmm? Whoa. So loud.
Oh.
Why
What?
so loud?
Sure.
That shut up
I'm-
so loud.
I'm loud?
No, not you. The music. I hit a different song and it went. Well, you're gonna get it at 300% volume, my guy. Sorry for the
Okay.
damage to the ears out there in TV town. Okay, you move up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay. Nope.
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 So what you watch happen is as the arrows, like the bow kind of points towards him, and you see him. You loose the first arrow and are getting ready to fire the second one and shooting it. You see him grab the guy to his side with his long arm, and then push him out in front of him, and the arrows bounce off of his ally. All right. Gil done. It'll go to the veteran.
Can I move back into cover?
Yeah, absolutely. Who will look to the griffin kind of like, okay, that's a thing that's happening. He will move to here with a dash. Then he is going to, you hear him jump off of this area here. It's kind of a barefooted thunk against stone. Doesn't sound like he's like hurt or anything. It just sounds like, a bit of barefoot parkour. Okay. You hear some yelling in Denisotvan. You then hear the march of the guy kind of back into the chamber as one of them is pushed away. The guy he led out into the front kind of rushes out and grabs the fallen guy's wand. The guy behind him is yelling, "No, no, stop!" But in Denisotvan, so you don't know exactly what he's saying. But you get the gist of it. As he raises the wand up, he tries to activate it like the others were doing. And when he does so, this room fills with lightning. And he dies. The captain or leader guy with the cool blades kind of shakes his head as the lightning kind of finishes, then kind of slams his fists together so his blades are kind of jutted up to the side, and then kind of pushes them back and seems to fly at a very high velocity towards Quira. And go ahead and make my 4 attacks.
Huh?
I said I'll go ahead and make my 4 attacks.
Four
I'm,
attacks.
I'm dead.
Sorry,
Oh,
did you
geez.
say 4?
Yeah, I said 4. I said 4.
You said
Okay, so Quira, they're all going to hit. I know. It's not a whole bunch of damage. The first attack is going to do 7. The second attack is going to do 5. The third attack is going to do 6, and the last attack is going to do 7 for a total of 25. What I need from you is 2 things: a strength saving throw and a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, well, let me take my damage.
Sure.
So, what's 25 minus 8 for people that are able to do math?
It's going to be a total of 17.
17.
Yeah, that.
And then I do a strength saving
Mm-hmm.
and a dex.
Yep. Okay.
Fuck
Oh
me.
no.
Perfect. So let me explain what happens. So as he flies towards you, like he kind of bursts off, his blades are kind of behind him. The first 2 attacks are his fists slamming into your chest. This topples you, and you start to fall forward. And then as he's kind of got you falling backwards, lifts his arms up, brings the blades down into your chest, and tears sideways.
Sorry.
The dexterity saving throw was to avoid the rend. Because you failed to do that, you take an additional 10 damage, and you are prone.
Okay.
And then he yells something in Denisotvan as he kind of stands over you with like blood kind of flying everywhere. Everyone is probably not terribly intimidated because all of his friends got chumped, but it did look cool. Next up is... so she continues to take the dodge action. She's not moving forward. Sarah.
Okay, I'd like to rage. And then, am I able to stand in this space right here? I know
Yeah.
it's close to the wall, but
That's fine.
okay. I'd like to stand there. And then I like to attack recklessly.
Okay.
First attack, 28.
Okay.
Does that hit?
It does. He'll use his reaction. Okay, 1 second.
Hmm.
Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Probably gonna pass. Yep.
You're
Okay.
good at
So as you kind of bring the blade into him and cut into his shoulder, he kind of drops his blades down and then spins upwards, catching the haft of your weapon, spinning it and cycling it, trying to throw it out of your hand, but you manage to hold your grip very tightly. But you very quickly realize, well, that was a fucking rad technique, as he almost like throws the sword out of, or the glaive out of your hand. Your second attack.
Uh, reckless.
Okay, hitting as well. So we're looking at 15 more. And then bonus action, your
Was rage.
Oh, was raging. Okay, cool. Cool, you're up.
Alrighty.
beat him up, beat him up.
Let me stand up. Let me. I guess we'll just. Well, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna punch twice. See if that does anything.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, I got one more.
Oh, there you go.
Ah.
All right, David.
reality.
Well,
Okay. So as you kind of see him turn his attention and kind of bring his blades back, you kind of swing at him for the first attack, but you realize his blades are kind of jutted back, and you're kind of like, whoa! And then you're like, ah! Bam! Slam it right in between his shoulder blades, and that pop, you can hear it like causes the shoulder blades to part and just throw him forward, like just face first into the wall, and then he kind of just slides over to the side unconscious or probably not alive anymore.
Nice. I
Neat.
use my bonus action to gain 10 hit points,
Okay.
and then that's my turn.
That would be everyone's turn. As it comes to the end of it, you hear a couple of loud clangs of metal, and then you hear kind of like a sound from down here. And if you move over to like this area, you can see off the balcony. I believe his name is Wonka. Double checking my notes.
Like
Wonka.
Willy
Yeah,
Wonka?
Yurak, standing over the Denisotvan soldier who chased after him, kind of pulling the short sword gifted to him by Gil out of a very narrow space between the helmet and the gorget.
What a boss.
And he did it wearing no clothes.
He's naked?
He's wearing prisoner garb. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, wait, I missed that.
He's like, whoa, whoa.
Not a random naked soldier running around.
Why is this prison so horny?
I know. Why is this episode so erotic?
Oh my god.
So Cindrix, since you were next on the docket, you and I guess continuing the theme of horniness, you and your friend. I'm just kidding. Obviously, your charge, your ward here. What would you two like to do? Head after the group.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll follow
Well,
diligently, and seems to be very
kind of
ecstatic.
slowly looking around.
Yeah, I mean, again, it looks like a mess of it, but Raphael and Rek have kind of moved past. You can see Rek kind of move to one of the Denisotvans on the ground, takes the pipe, and just starts kind of banging at the metal, like pretty seriously. Looks at the group and kind of sees the girl's reaction to it as kind of, and then drags the guy's armor, suit, and body over to the torture chamber with a sense of familiarity, which is a bit unnerving, to be completely honest. And those of you who are close enough to see, he starts peeling parts of the armor off. Not any flesh or anything, just the armor off and fastening it to himself with leather straps. Raphael,
Often.
go ahead. Oh, go off, King. Raphael will move over to the dead Dennis Otvins, who both tried to wand use, and she picks up the crystal wand and kind of looks at it. It'll suffice, and she'll kind of throw a couple of cantrips into the wall with a bit of a smile. And then, yeah, you already saw that Urok is ready to fucking rock and roll, so everybody's doing their thing. Do you wish to explore further?
Yeah.
No, let's just stay here.
Okay. So,
I'm
No.
kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry.
Well, before we move forward, I'm pretty close to being dead, um,
Stop
or
it.
at least down for the count. Could I get either a potion or heal from anybody who can do that?
I can give you a potion, or he's my last spell slot here. To healing word, yeah.
I'll take a potion.
Okay. And
Is that D4 plus 2? 2D4 plus 2?
yeah.
so
Uh,
a,
Oh,
cou-
oh,
nice.
nice.
a couple of notes. Each one of them seems to kind of move or gravitate towards a specific part of this area that you'll be kind of moving into, which the Griffin will notice mostly. The when Cindrix and the young girl make it into the main chamber where the guy got explodinated, um, you'll see that she kind of looks around the room, kind of like almost sickened and like very scared, and she'll say to you, kind of like almost in a whisper, almost trying to keep it secret, "This is where she would do it. The lady would beat me up in this room over and over again." Just very, very sad in this room.
Just, just kind of like use a shield to shield her eyes. To you describe what she looked like?
Yeah, so she'll describe, you know who.
Mm-hmm.
And then for, seems like a lot of people are chasing after Raphael. I think we got a fan favorite, folks. Um, the mage will come into this room, which appears to have the strange blue vice that I mentioned in passing to Queera, and she sees it. You can almost see like a strange look of like recognition, and then kind of like a flood of memories, kind of behind the look of her eyes. She then raises the wand, and she'll cast a spell. Um, and it appears to be an arcane spell, but it appears to be one that you're not terribly familiar with. Um, and I know the name of it, but for some reason my stuff isn't working right.
Would Tommel be aware?
Probably. Tom was a smart kid. Hold on a second here.
I was gonna say I can roll Arcana if you want.
Yeah, it doesn't need to. I'm gonna give it to you. I just gotta go to my book and find it.
Yarp.
Because for some reason it didn't load into the NPC correctly. We're still playing around with the Roll20 add-on to for Mystical Archives. It is Rip Apart.
Yep.
Yeah, basically it does a lot of damage to objects. It maximizes its damage against objects. So yeah, she very quickly just makes short work of it after breaking it, and she will explain. This is where they were doing it. This is where they were torturing me and taking my magic. Every day, they would steal my spells. When they would recharge, when the mana would refill inside of me, they would take it.
Disgusting.
The mute guy goes over and just kind of very inquisitively is looking at that water sign that you saw before, Queera. Just kind of quizzically nodding, like he's trying to remember something. And then the other guy Urak will say to whoever's close to listen, um, yeah, this is where they were stealing all of my blood. Kind of points to a couple of the dead bodies nearby, the skulls and the like. Pretty sure these were some of my compatriots. They were trying to find the right person, I guess, and finally came across me. I don't know if I was more fortunate or less. Would it have been easier to suffer but live, or to stop suffering and die? Oh, no one's over here? I'm just by myself? Okay, well.
Someone's listening. I think the
Sounds like a
druid's
monologue.
listening.
I just,
Well,
I
I'll
just
listen
chirp.
to
I
you,
just go,
buddy.
Which is more like
Gil will listen to him.
Thunderous is kind of listening, but kind of toning out. More
well, Tom,
listening to
Tom was
Thunderous.
riding on top of the griffin.
Yeah, of course. Um, you would note that there is a staircase that leads up.
Where is it?
Up here.
Up.
Oh, up there. Is it like a symbol or something? Do we know
Yeah.
that?
So the symbol on the ground, as I mentioned, is kind of like the four seasons, the Witwiaven. It's
Oh.
representative of kind of like the elements. And then the pentagram that's around it is kind of like circle of protection kind of deal. It's magical sealing. From what you can tell, the Arcanists, it appears that they were depositing what they were acquiring from their unwilling the people they were getting it from unwillingly into these pools. One appears to be one for air, and one appears to be one for water. And these symbols are older than kind of the ideas that they belie. They are like primal, old magic. They are more in line with star worshippers than they are in line with more modern methods of even kind of druidic magic. So these were probably here when the place was, or they were probably in here when the place was built, which, based on what they are for, to receive what they're receiving, your assumption is that this portion of it, this kind of sacrifice, might be the way that they're powering it.
So when you say pools, you mean these?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell on a two-dimensional image, but the best way to describe it is you've got a hexagonal kind of stone basin that has blue triangles kind of on each side of the basin drawn into the ground at its foot. And then inside of the basin is kind of a circular with small little triangular points thing of water. And in the base of that thing of water, there are kind of swirling, more concentrated motes of that specific element. So on the left side, that would be water. On the right side is not filled with water, it's filled with air over here. And you can kind of get a little bit more of a sense of what I'm talking about if you look at the air one. It has a little
And,
bit more dimensionality to it.
and that's the one he said they were putting his blood in that one.
Yeah, his blood was going into the air one. And then Rek, who is the Goliath, he seems to be very interested in this one, but he's not really saying anything about it.
You can.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You get
Vera, do you still have that pen and paper?
Yeah, of course.
What are you asking?
Right. Do you know anything about this water here?
He writes, the long-armed queen would have me fight and kill the others here. And he kind of, like, as he's writing that and holds it up for you to read, points to the main room. Then he goes back to writing. And he says, they would then bring the bodies of those individuals and put them to the machine in this room. And as looking in it, you see that there is a very strange kind of old machine on the north side of the room. It would flay their skin. It would a lot of other things that are very gross. And then basically a long block of text that explains extract their fluids, and they would
What's
take their
juicer?
and they would take their individual fluids and put them in different wells. Blood in the pool over there on the far side, and then he says phlegm in this one.
Did you ever hear what they wanted it for or what it does?
He shakes his head no. And then he kind of takes the paper back and he says, if I didn't kill the others, they would stab me in the back and they would make me lay on my back for what felt like days. The girl there, the girl that's with the dragon, I didn't kill her. I got 10 knives for that. The long arm queen was very angry that I would not do it.
What stopped you from killing her?
I don't know. I just couldn't.
Do you know the ones that you killed? Did they, was there anything special about them?
No.
Would Tommel do an Arcana check on these pools?
Yeah, so what he would realize is that appear to be kind of laced to the system of like the structure in a very similar way to the wires that would attach to SARS back on the Breathless engine. It appears that they're foundational. These things, like, you could blow them up with an eruption of Earth or whatever, but the nature of the pool would kind of still exist, right? They are kind of these elemental basins that are fueling, from what he gathers, the power of the structure. He also guesses that they might lead down deeper, like into that well, that pit that you found at the that first level.
So it probably goes to a baby.
Gotta have a steady drip.
I think that's a pretty good guess, Sarah. Is that a stair up to the
Yeah.
north of us?
Correct.
Yeah.
You want to take it? Or did you want to take a rest?
I am pretty badly hurt.
Could become healing spells as well.
Um, it sucks that we couldn't get our hands on Raphael's book.
She's got a wand, though.
She's got a wand. Okay. Cindrix looks pretty busted, right?
Yeah, he has no spell slots.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We should probably take him
I'll
down.
Scan will drop wild shape and Thumb will fall on his little rat tail. I mean rabbit tail.
Seriously, wow. Can't believe
You brought up my other character earlier and I don't know why I just thought of it again.
you. Okay. So, are you throwing? You're throwing up a heal. You're gonna have to revert to your base form, right?
I was just going back. I figured we were gonna rest, so
Okay.
I was just leaving for him.
Just making sure.
Do we think we can get away with a long rest?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Asking the group.
It would be nice.
It would be nice, but I don't know if this is the most secure place to take one.
I mean, if we don't, you and I might die, Cindrix.
Yeah.
And then our compatriots here would also be, a little rested as well. So we just broke out.
I've got a little bit left in the tank, for a short rest. We could try to fortify one of these chambers.
That might not be a bad idea.
We long rest would probably be
Be dangerous,
better.
but it would be, yeah, it would probably.
And Tommel has the little
We haven't been signing up.
the what should one call it? The bubble.
Yeah, you can cast it as a ritual. That's a thing. That's true.
Can
It
that
can be
fit
dispelled, so
everybody?
it's not like
It can be dispelled by a spellcaster who can cast third level spells. That's correct.
Can that fit all of us?
Yeah, it fit
Would
all
it-
of you.
Oh.
New
Would it
people. Hold on. Great
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
with the
That's actually
Because-
a very
Because
profound.
we got like four.
Well,
got
we can stack
four extra
people.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller, so you have a total of 10, I think.
We can stack people up on top of each other.
We can just let the teenage girl sit outside.
Yeah.
What?
Let me double check.
Uh,
With you. So it'd be 9 plus Tommel.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
So that'll be fine.
okay.
So let's do that in one of these little
like-
side things.
Yeah, we should do it in the middle for everybody to see.
So go home shopping.
Okay, are we agreeing to a short rest or a long rest?
I think a long rest would be better
Long
if we can
rest.
if we can do it.
Magpie?
Yeah, long rest.
Okay.
Like I'm fine, but I know all of the spell people are fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially with our cleric completely tapped out.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, where are we going?
What we could do is all pile in. Oh God, I see Sarah running away. Sarah, are you running away?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
While you decide on that, I gotta take a second. I gotta be right back.
All right.
I gotta use the restroom.
We could all just pile into one of these rooms. and seal it off, and then
Yeah.
do a tiny hut.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be traumatic for our people?
Yeah, but sometimes when you're
Unfortunately.
traumatized, you have to do what you have to do to survive.
Unfortunately, I don't think they got to say it right now.
Hey, I was just trying to be a little thoughtful.
Well, no, I mean we could ask them, hey guys, do you want to fucking die or can we rest?
Okay, Shisho, she.
That's not Jisho talking. That's
Well, I just like Koyura is very like on the brink,
She's
and
like,
she
Kira.
doesn't have
I
any
could
feelings
die
about it.
any
Kira needs a
moment, which
snack.
means you'll all die.
I'm gonna give you a Snickers.
A
Let's-
Snickers.
Can we at least go to the room with the least amount of blood, you know?
I think that's fair. Is it this one? Oh yeah. Wait, right? Wait,
This
which
one?
was the blood room?
So the air one was the one where my man Castaway here had to put his blood into.
Okay, so this was the blood room.
So the one on the left.
So let's go over here. There's probably less bloody over here.
Do we need to worry about this crystals to the south, though?
Mm,
Oh.
yeah, let's beat the shit out of it before we go to
Before,
take a rest.
Well, if we're
before
taking a
John
long
comes back?
rest, if we're taking a long rest,
Oh, you're gonna earth
just
it.
fucking
Nice. This is what we think of you and your fucking crystals.
it's nothing like a roost. I don't even like this interior design.
Wow.
What?
I agree with you in there. Oh, like aquatic base. Reminds me of water. Hate it.
Scarin doesn't like it because he's grounded. He has to walk.
Is that just news? Is that like a hand sticking out there? I see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of body parts flying around.
Oh yeah, that's like seems like he's reaching out trying to give us a high five, you know?
I don't think it's a high five. I think it's a hell.
No, it's a high five. It's not anything. Hmm.
If the teacher's not back in 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to have a full rest for free without any problems.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That, you know what? That is sound logic, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That is very sound. I like
Sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, you
Aw,
heard that? It's
damn
like,
it.
oh, darn it. Oh, no.
It was
No.
it was an emergency.
Okay.
So what's the plan? This room?
We were
So
joking. If you didn't come back in 15 minutes, then we legally get a free full rest.
what?
Like you're,
Like the teacher arrives
Like,
late,
if-
and, you know.
yeah. If the teacher's
Um,
15 minutes late, we're legally allowed to leave. Like that joke.
Oh, I get you. Okay, but quick note: the room you've chosen does have a well that seems to be kind of like a gateway to like the nameless child. You want to sleep in here?
No.
Wait, when you say it like that,
I mean, we don't want to sleep anywhere in
When
this.
you say it
Well,
like
then
People.
that,
don't. Then don't. Keep rushing forward.
Yeah, but we need to.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe the next door has something great.
A nice cabin.
Who knows? Maybe.
I don't
uh,
think that's the case.
Naughty
I don't think
Pine.
so. That's
We'll never know until we try.
Oh, hello.
What's the plan?
God. Okay, well, we came to the consensus to take a long break, and this sucks, but we're kind of don't have a lot of options.
All right. If you feel that's the case.
Unless that teenage girl wants to become the new cleric when
No.
Cindrix invariably dies. Rayfineld can double as artificer when I invariably die.
We'll just the NPCs will be the new party. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
yeah.
Or stunt doubles, you know.
That's great. Okay. So we're getting everybody in the box. Who's taking the first watch?
I
Or
will.
Me.
well, I guess you don't technically have to sleep for a long rest, but if you take a long rest now, you'll basically be moving into a point where you're going to need to sleep later, which means we'll get into exhaustion town. So if you don't want to sleep, you can, but we'll start rolling for staying up checks later.
Doesn't the elf not need to sleep?
I don't need to sleep. I'm
The elf
good.
doesn't. Trancing could take a trance now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll change. But yeah.
It's 8 hours, so yeah, you just need to be able to kind of rest for 8 hours. If you trance, you just need to rest for 8 hours and also be trancing for 4 of that, which means you'll sleep for that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anybody want to take that first watch?
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay, great. So during the first watch, who all will be awake? Yurak is awake and vigilantly watching outside of the bubble with his short sword. And anybody else besides our druid?
I'll be awake with scan.
Okay. So then I'd like the two of you, since you are actively perceiving,
Yeah.
to decide whether you are doing so thoroughly, meaning you'll roll a perception check, or if you are passively doing so, which means you'll use your passive perception check, but the bonus or the effect on the other side will be a little bit more tilted in the favor of the other because you're passively, not actively. Only if you're awake. Gil, if you're you're trancing.
Oh.
Gil's trancing.
Okay.
Gil can do it. You can do it. You can be conscious and still seeing stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, 17. Cool.
Right through their eyelids.
Yeah.
Okay. So, during the night time, or during your rest cycle, once everybody starts getting to rest, you feel very comfortable. Feel very, you feel very much like this is going to work out. It's very quiet. There's nothing happening outside. You are not having any bad issues. As I mentioned, the captain of the third company or third division is present on watch, very focused on the task at hand, and is very much diligently watching out this way, kind of to the south. Anybody want to have any words with the NPC or no? Is that a no?
Yes.
Well, are you awake?
Oh wait, no. I'm not on watch.
Scared will say, where's cousin, huh?
I suppose so. It wasn't really something I cared too much about. I'm a second born of the family, and that means I'm the soldier's son. So it's not like if it ever came to be anything that mattered, it would matter for me.
Well, I guess sorry, as direct lineage. That's cool, huh?
I thought I recognized her. She's a bit older than I recall, but child of the council member. Is that right?
Former council member.
I'll let you take that one.
She went.
I'll
Oh,
let you take that one.
She's not. She's not asleep. She's actually. And he says, "Former, what do you mean? He passed?"
He was assassinated.
Troubling times, I'm sure. I've missed much. There's much to know. This is troubling times, to be certain. Our old places of worship are being desecrated by interlopers. Our own people are fighting amongst themselves in political struggles. All because our ancestor went mad with power. Or perhaps mad for another reason. Who's to know? Did you... Yeah, you all three rolled, and were terrible. Okay. So, as you are kind of in the midst of your watch, and it looks like everyone's kind of made it to sleep, there's this kind of moment for you, Scarin, where you kind of look out into the hallway, and it's almost like the room itself moves in the other, like in past the hallway.
This one.
Yeah, it's almost like the room shifts. Or like the view of the room shifts. You're not exactly sure what's happening there. And by the time you realize what's happening there, it's a bit too late. If you are unconscious, do not make a roll. If you are currently conscious, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That include me?
Yeah, so I'll allow for the elf to be able to react. Okay. So everybody who failed or was unconscious is going to take 13 points of force damage.
Oh.
And the effect I will explain once we are through. And that's going to be some damage on my folks as well. Minus 13. Raffinilled. Minus 13. And minus 13. Okay. So what happens is as you're kind of situated, you see that weird shift. You see what appears to be a veil kind of drop. And it's like an illusion that was the room disappears, and you see that the room itself is actually filled with Dennis Otvins, not wearing helmets, in kind of lighter garb, and a woman behind this very mass grouping of Dennis Otvins, who is holding a blue wand.
Oh
And
no.
it is also crystal, but it is glowing kind of more of a cerulean blue than the kind of like white blue that the last one was. And it's glowing, and when it does, in that moment that it sparks for you, Scarin, the thing that's in the center of your chamber starts gouting out water, shooting it into your chamber and splashing everybody into the walls of it.
Oh.
This means that you're all kind of splashing and flopping around inside of the circle, but for one person, Tommel, who shot out of it. And he will move here. Because he was positioned to the south of it. This causes the barrier to drop. And everyone who was asleep is awake. But during the first round of initiative, you will be surprised. So there's a double surprising here. It's condition surprise, surprised. So you were technically unconscious during the first round of initiative. Sarah, Gil, and Yurak were surprised, as was Scarin, Gil, Sarah were surprised. Now it's the people who were unconscious are awake and surprised. The people who were surprised and awake are no longer surprised, and we are now into the midst of it. So I am bringing up a tracker, and we are back into the midst of a fight.
Do I take half damage from that force since I rolled a...
If you
20?
rolled higher than a 12, yeah, you're taking half damage, so yeah. And if you did take the damage, you'll be starting this combat off prone and wet.
Ew!
No, anything but that.
Actually, I really don't care. I'm a CM.
You're like, yay.
Like, nice.
So everybody's starting off prone and wet?
If you failed. So you
Oh,
did not,
okay.
so you're fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Gil, you are up first, and because you were one of the people who was not fully unconscious, you are not technically surprised. So you can go ahead and act as normal. You are prone though. So
Okay.
standing up from
So,
such as
I would have to use.
half your movement.
I would have to use what type of action to get up?
It's half your movement.
Okay. And I would assume I don't have my expeditious retreat going on.
No, it only lasts an hour, and it's been a while. You went to sleep, so you would
Okay.
have gone on it.
Okay.
Or unless you were just dreaming about expeditiously
So-
retreating.
I mean, it could be.
I mean, fair, but I'm
Um,
gonna say no.
yeah. It would be very appropriate for him to be doing that, but
Very
yeah.
funny, but yeah.
So half movement to stand up.
I won't give you inspiration for the good bit, though. But I'll give you that.
Yay!
So she does not
Okay.
appear to be a valid target due to all of the things in the way.
Yeah. So he's gonna shoot at this guy dead center,
Okay.
and then well, I can use the bonus action to hunter mark, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do that and then shoot. Fuck. Really? Okay.
So,
Well,
kind of like staunches himself. You can see that he is wearing like the plate armor of the Denisotvans, but he's not wearing a helmet. Instead, he's wearing a hood and like a kind of midnight colored cloak. And in his hand, he's wielding a dagger. Kind of raises his arms up in a cross over his face, and the arrows kind of. Okay,
okay. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to
To
kind
move
of
to
take
cover.
partial cover here.
Queer. You are you were unconscious, so you would be wet and surprised and prone. So you are done. Tommel, same for Tommel. Cindrix, same for Cindrix. Scarin, you are awake but prone.
Alright, half my movement to get up. And sorry.
It's okay.
All right. So I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave
Okay. That's an
on
interesting.
this spot here,
It's an interesting reply. I love it.
going
Okay.
towards. Yeah, so it should hit. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't meant to do that.
No, I'm okay with it. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it's fair enough. 10 feet wide. I mean, you can get all of them. I'm okay with it. Um,
Eh,
deck saves. Okay. So you'll see the ones that get knocked over, and then you'll see the ones that take the damage. Which I need, or I've got. Never mind. Thanks. Here we go.
I see what you did there, Scarin. They splashed water on you, so you splashed water back. Huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As he casts it, and it'd be like he like shakes off his wings, and then a tidal wave just.
Okay, so you the water kind of flares back at them. It seems to take a lot of the water that you had in your room with it, kind of drying out your space, which I'm going to let you know is a very interesting and fun development from me as a narrative perspective. Because the next move, she was going to freeze the room out, and
Ah,
but because of the way
well,
that's worded, the wave of water kind of conjured it forward, kind of moving your water forward. I'm okay with that. You'd conjure from the closest available water, which would be that. And I'm okay with that. Very cool, very cool. So do you have any other actions? You said you moved to cover, right?
yeah.
Okay, so she will kind of holding the crystal rod, kind of looking at the situation annoyedly, start yelling at Dennis Sotvin, probably barking orders for them to get up. This one will rush forward, as will this one. Oh no, sorry, it's too far. So he would have gone 30 feet, not 40. And then this one would go 30. And then he'll move to there. He'll move to there. And then they will stand up and take the dodge action. Alright. Okay. So, the two that rush up forward are going to attack Yurak with blades. They're attacking him kind of just straight down, stabbing him in a murderous fashion. And yeah, unfortunately, they do manage to put in, because of his prone status, they do manage to put in two very serious wounds into him. He is in 0 hit points. Normally, for NPCs, as we've stated, if they are at 0 hit points, a normal NPC condition is death. But if it's an NPC who's been named and you're traveling with them, I like to give you an opportunity to give them one last chance at staying alive. So he has 1 round of life. If you can heal him before his next initiative round, um, then he will be, yeah, his next initiative round, right? Oh, he's not even on the table. So let me go ahead and put these guys on the table real quick. I forgot to roll them. That's crazy of me. So he is on 18, and she is on 12, and he was on 7, and she was on 15. Okay, so let me reorder and see if I messed up, and how bad I messed up. So yeah, they would, or he would have gone before them. So then he's not prone. And that would have changed the attacks. Sorry, folks. Just messing with my own math. So he is actually at 6 hit points remaining. And not prone. So they rush forward and stab at him with daggers. And he takes one shot really strongly to the chest. The other one he manages to bat away with a short sword. Okay. And then this one here will stab Scarin. Hit on a 19. It'll do 13 points of piercing damage to you, Scarin. And quick note, from the looks of it, it appears that they are working together, these individuals, in a similar fashion to how rogues do, if you get what I mean. Okay. So we cycled through. She wouldn't have done anything. She just lays there and kind of just starts crying, probably. And then they ran up. Knives got thrown. These two from behind throw out their hands, which are gloved, and then peel the glove off with the dagger hand, then drag the knives across their palms, and then throw the gloves to the ground. The daggers now seem to be kind of coated in red, and where you'd think the blood would just kind of linger for a little bit and then just kind of stop dripping, it seems like there's just like this endless cascade of blood coming from the knife now. The four in the back, I said, took the dodge action, and then finally she will she'll ready an action. It looks like she's readying an action to perform a spell-like effect. Sarah, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to rage. And, can I fit in this space here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna attack,
The one on Scarin?
yeah, the one on Scarin first. And I'm gonna attack, recklessly. Does a 19 hit?
Yep. So you come up behind and like throw the glaive out wide, slamming into the back plates of the armor. You can hear kind of a crumple and then kind of like a sick pop as the blade sinks into his flesh. It bites, scaring you. Watch as the look of like arrogance flees his face as he falls forward on the ground in front of you.
I'm next to a wall, correct?
Yeah, back to it.
Okay.
Well, actually, this is not a wall. This is kind of like a rail that leads over an edge into the storm.
What about on this side? On the right
This
side?
side's the wall, yeah.
Okay. So like I'm blocked off, like I couldn't swing and hit this.
This guy's not hittable. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
So my second attack, am I able to reach the one?
Yeah,
Why
the
is my-
catty corner. This one here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That'll hit. That does not kill.
Then I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Raffanild will get up. And then she'll kind of move back behind Quira as she's doing so. You can see her kind of brandish the wand, speak some magic words, and throw forward a spell at the one that Sarah just struck. She'll cast Firebolt. She'll cast Firebolt. She will miss. Sad. Okay. Rek will wake up, get up, pick up his pipe, and move. That's it. Gil.
Okay. Oh shit. There. Would I be able to shoot through those two or no?
Yeah, I'd say because of the angle, it's fine.
Okay.
He'd have cover, but it's just plus 2 to his AC, but that's still going to hit. Damage. Plus a d6.
Okay.
Oh, you already got the Hunter's Mark in there. Never mind. He's dead.
Yeah, I've got everything. Okay.
Thunk.
And then
Bonus action, move it.
bonus action. Yeah, move it to this guy.
Okay.
Or actually, I lied. Can I move it to this guy?
Yeah. I imagine that it's kind of like you're looking at this guy and you shoot the arrow right past his face and he's like, oh, and kind of looks at it and the other guy's like,
Yeah.
as he's hit by the arrow, and then you're like lining up the next shot and you're like,
Yeah.
and just kind of draw in like the field of vision like zooms in on the guy closer.
Like, yeah.
Shoot him. That'll hit on the nose. And that'll hurt but not kill.
And then the D. Oh, I forgot my hunter's.
D6, yeah. So then it'll be 11 total. Cool. So he has. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Get the fuck away from my castaway friend.
Queer.
Okay, well, I had a nice line lined up, and now I don't. All right. I guess just from where I am, I'm gonna go ahead and use a third level spell slot to cast Shatter.
Okay. In response,
Oh,
Oh,
that
no thanks.
did.
So, as you start to kind of muster the words and kind of form the sigils, you hear this kind of das, and you just feel it all kind of break in your hands. You're like, oh, the audacity! As you look at her, just kind of, teh, and you see like the whatever magical energy she was preparing, she just kind of teh, and just tosses it over her shoulder, like annoyed that she had to stop doing that to flick your stuff away.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a
Resource
I'll take
spent.
that. That's a win for me. So I think that is gonna be the end of my turn then.
All right. Barely standing. He is going to kind of get into business. He is going to draw an opportunity attack by moving here and then here.
he's taking an opportunity attack.
Yeah, he'll take it from this guy.
Any warding flare?
Do you want to?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't even rolled the attack, but yeah. Okay, so I've got a
Oh.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely helped out. So as he's rushing, you see like a perfect dagger shot, like aimed right at the side of his head, and you kind of just very quickly. The guy kind of steps back, staggering, and you see him kind of give you a nod as he's running. He hits there, kind of dodge rolls past Sarah, like underneath her glaive, and then kind of reaches out, grabs the dead guy's dagger, spins back up with the short sword and dagger, and then comes in towards the guy she was glaving. So he will go with short sword attack, short sword attack, and then dagger attack. And he will hit with the short sword and the dagger. And that'll be... Okay. So you see him kind of like flare up, kind of stab with the short sword, like stab out with the short sword, then stab again with the short sword in the chest, and then stab the dagger in the chest as well. Push him to the ground and kind of pull the blades up. That guy's very dead. And he kind of turns his attention on this guy who Sarah's kind of moving her attention to. Gil's already pointing at. Like, it seems like this guy that Rek has got a pipe for. Looks like everybody's turning towards that one guy. Okay. Tommel. Dodge action for Tommel, John? Or do you want to cantrip in?
Sure, I was gonna cantrip, chill touch the guy who's just sitting there.
Okay, 16 will miss.
Dang.
Cindrix.
She's still prone, right?
If you haven't gotten up yet.
Oh, I'll get up.
Okay.
I guess. Move here, so that's half movement. 10 movement left here. He's just gonna. What to do?
And that same voice kind of pops into your head as you're kind of moving into the fight. Protect me, please.
Yep. Well, guess the best way to do that is everybody's dead. So he's gonna channel divinity, Radiance of Dawn, and hit all those 3 guys.
So you didn't get a short rest.
No, that was before. Like,
Oh, did you use both of them from the other short rest, or do you have one remaining?
I had one more remaining.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because you get all of them on when you short rest, right?
Yes.
You get one back.
You get them all
Okay,
back.
yeah. Get that one. I used the
Yeah,
harness
you'll use
blind
the
power,
one.
and
Yeah.
this is my last.
Gotcha. Okay, so then
Okay. Then
he's going to die, and these two are going to not be happy. Okay, they are bloodied. Anything else?
he's gonna stand in front of her using his body as a shield.
Okay,
Well, flavor wise.
scare it.
I'm gonna flap a little bit right there. Are they rough terrain? The guys
Yeah,
there.
corpses are rough terrain.
Okay.
I also have the goofy rule that I do on my own. I whenever anybody dashes and their line draws them over a corpse, I secretly roll a d100 to myself, and
To
if
see
it's
if they trip.
if you try.
yeah, 100%. It's a 5% chance, so it's
Yes.
never happened. But
Oh my god, please
Until now.
let it happen to
no,
me.
it's never happened. So it has never happened, and also the rolling a 1 on the random encounter chart has never happened, which is you fight Chad's old character who went psychotic because all the souls of the Pyramids of Souls entered his brain.
Oh my god.
Kelder Althwin. All right, so we're looking at a erupting earth again. Okay, and this one will be focused, and it is a dex save. Okay, this is where you want it.
Yeah.
All right, they were taking the dodge actions. They have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh fuck, that's right. Yeah. Whatever.
She does not. She succeeds nonetheless, and the damage was 15, so 7, and then they will.
Was 15 plus 7 because I did a cast higher.
Oh, I see. So 22 halved is 11. Okay, gotcha. So they're pretty fucked up.
Then
by them,
I'll
I mean
go over.
the lackeys.
Yep.
She seems fine.
Nope. No, I want to go there. Drive by. And I'll be right back. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm done.
She's gonna stand up. That would be your charge there, and she's gonna hide behind you, Syndrix. She's gonna kind of take a little
Can I
bit
just
more.
reaction? Can I tell it to get cover?
Yeah, she kind of hides behind this lantern here and kind of hides behind you as well. All right, it'll go to the mage, or the presumed mage. Okay. Do 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 do. I think I'm gonna cast Storm's Wrath. Not yet. I gotta move up. So, first things first. She is going to, at the beginning of her turn, declare this as a bloodshot turn. She will then use her bonus action to teleport. Well, she'll move 5 feet, so 10 feet of movement because difficult terrain. She'll then teleport up to 60 feet to here. Everything here. Okay. So, every creature within 5 feet of her, so that'll just be Quigura and Rathanild, so all Jijo characters, need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Rathanild will fail.
Okay, I need to make a con save.
That's right.
Oh, me too.
22.
That'll succeed. So half of 15 will be 7, and she will take. Rathanild will take it. It knocks her back, kind of slams her against the wall. A thunderous burst kind of happens when she appears there. Kind of a cackle of lightning kind of shoots out from her, and that's really what's hitting you, so it's lightning damage. And then, when she stands there, you see her kind of like drag her hand, drag the wand across her hand. You can see her hand kind of like bubble, like almost as if the blood inside were superheating. And more lightning kind of statics off of her, and then she will cast a second spell during this turn, even though it is leveled, taking a shit ton of damage to do so. Everyone within 30 feet of her, which I think is everybody, including some of her own people, I think. Yeah, unfortunate. Yep. I didn't go far enough. But everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw again for Storm's Wrath.
Who's everybody?
Spell?
That's everyone. Yeah, all the people.
Is it a spell?
It is a spell.
So I have advantage at the same.
Yeah, you do. The first one was a spell as well. Oh, you weren't in it. Never mind.
No, I wasn't in it. Yeah.
The DC.
And Dex?
Yeah, the DC is 15.
Oh my god.
Can
Doesn't
Tommel
matter.
counterspell it?
Does Tommel have spell slots?
Let me check.
I don't think he has any third level spell slots after the.
What's 5th level? It's 3rd level for him. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hold on, can I do something?
What do you want to do?
I want to use my. 1 second. I'm sorry.
I didn't know you had
make those noises.
a. But now that I know you have an. I'll keep that in.
Flash of Genius
Perfect.
to add intelligence modifier.
To yourself?
Well, no, I don't think that's gonna do much. So maybe to Gil.
It would not help Gil because Gil's already passed. It would help Sarah. I'll help you out.
Okay, Sarah.
So Sarah will pass with that.
So I very selflessly sacrifice myself and go, Sarah, watch out! Very selflessly.
Yes.
Okay. Also, if you were wearing metal, I forgot to mention, you had disadvantage on the saving throw.
Oh.
Fucking great.
Sorry. So I don't think that mattered for anyone who actually passed. Oh wait, Queera, sorry. Yeah, so that means you would have failed. Sorry.
Is it lightning?
It is lightning, but it is also thunder. So it is 2 types, which means if you are
The
resistant,
lightning and the thunder.
if you're resistant to either, then you take half.
Aha.
Queera, should you keep it and then I just take
Oh,
half?
sorry, no, it's 2 separate types. Sorry,
Okay.
2 separate types. It's going to be a total of 17 lightning and 19 thunder.
I mean,
Okay,
in character,
but-
I wouldn't have known that, so I just go, watch out!
Dashboard procs on
Yeah.
Kendrick. He's
So
got one.
It also, anything that is not currently being held that was flammable, so like if people had bedrolls out, those are on fire. Oh, no, they wouldn't be. They're still soaked. But yeah, if anything was like lightly flammable, it's on fire. If there was crystal pieces that were not being held around, they're also broken. And then if creatures were made out of stone, crystal, or metal, they would have had disadvantage on the saving throw. Or if they're wearing armor as such. Yeah. The spell is a 4th level spell for a reason.
Oh,
Are these guys dead here?
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
you said
Yeah.
how much was
Wait,
the
how much
damage?
damage?
So it was 17 and 19. 17 lightning and
So
19
36.7.
thunder.
And if you passed,
It would be half and half. So half of 17 would be 8, and half of 19 would be 9.
So then I would take
And
4
if, yeah,
and 9.
it's half and half again, correct?
Who yours down?
Okay.
What the hell?
Oh
So
no! Don't put an X through you.
these 3 here will quickly draw their knives across their hands and then shoot their hands out towards your friend, the new guy who appears to be the only one standing in the hallway. You watch as they kind of shunt their daggers out towards him. Blood kind of takes the shape of the knife in the air and then flies into him, stabs him for a second as if it were a solid, and then turns back into liquid on his chest. He's hit by all 3 of the knives in rapid succession, and he falls to the ground. That thing I said before about NPCs dying and needing one, yeah, that's where we're at. Sarah.
Okay. When she did any of these things, she doesn't have an aura around her or nothing, right?
No auras. No.
Okay. Come here next to Gil. I can reach her here though, right?
Yes.
Recklessly. Oh, 14.
Misses.
Okay, second attack.
Hits.
Hey, crit.
But in response as her reaction, she's going to force you to re-roll the check. You see silvery barbs start to appear around the head of the glaive and kind of force it in a different direction than it was originally going.
Okay.
28 still hits, but not a crit. Go ahead and roll your
that's
damage.
despicable. It's despicable.
Okay.
Now, she will then grant advantage to herself. I believe she can target herself with silvery barbs, so that the next time she makes a roll, she gets advantage on it. Okay, so 12.
Yeah. And then
Wait till this next part. Okay, 3rd attack from the bonus action.
now I don't want to do it because you said wait till this next part.
Oh no, it's on her turn. When it gets to her turn, it'll be funny. If
Okay.
we make it there. But you could also, because you're raging, you could use your lightning. Although she does cast a lot of lightning spells, so maybe she's resistant too.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that on her. Oh, and she's not even wet. She didn't get wet from the water anyway either.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh, master. Oh,
Yep.
dang.
So the thing that you're noticing as you're fighting her, like the first attack you swung at her, and it was pretty wide, but you felt like it could have struck, but she kind of stepped aside, and you notice that there's this kind of strange distortion in front of her. And then when you kind of swung with that glaive, the barbs kind of appeared around it. You struck into her and cut a decent chunk out of her, but you then saw like a different distortion that was kind of like a reddish color. And then as you swung the last attack, like with the butt, it kind of just stopped in the air in front of her with that kind of bluish color again, that distortion. She appears to have some sort of like... It seems to be functioning similar to Tommel's mage armor, but it does not seem to be structured in the same way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I'm gonna stay here.
All right. Raffinild will take the disengage action, and she'll move to here. She's not dying here. Rek will, with one hand, reach down, grab Quiura, and then kind of walk past her and slide her behind him. And then step in towards the lady with his pipe and swing. And hit. Pretty solid hit. About as strong as the hit that you just threw at him. Or threw at her, Sarah. So, you're in good company, it looks like. Okay. Gil.
Alright. Bonus action, move hunter mark to this bitch.
Okay.
Move back a little bit. I mean, we're gonna shoot.
Does not hit.
Oh, fuck.
it kind of hits like almost in the face, right? But it kind of stops, and then the second arrow does likewise, and they just kind of hover in the air in front of her with this kind of weird blue distortion before kind of dropping to the ground.
Oh God.
It looks like mage armor, but whereas mage armor is like a solid kinetic force that stops things in like an armor suit would, this seems to have some sort of kind of wateriness to it. It's like it's more fluid. And that's it for Gil, right? Queer
Yeah.
Do I need to roll a
death saving throw?
save?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Can I ask a question about this lady?
You sure can.
Is she wearing a cape?
She is not.
Hold on, John. When I got hit, I didn't roll a death save. Should I do that?
No, you wouldn't.
No? Okay. So I got a 17. That's a save, right? Yeah.
One success. Okay. The veteran dies.
Nice.
Wait, I don't know if it's gonna work here, but can Thunderous use his reaction to cast? What is it? Where is it? Omen of the Dead on him for a second level spell slot.
So he doesn't technically get a death saving throw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You could use that on Queera, which means she would get her turn, and then she could heal him if you want to save him. But she would then have the agency to decide whether or not she wants to save him or not. So it'd be up to her.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, we do that.
Okay. Queera, you instead of rolling a death saving throw, you actually gain 1 hit point.
Okay.
Sorry, just did a flashback.
And you're prone. Yeah, we'd love to see it. You can take your turn. You are prone. You would know that over there, you can see that Yurik is dying and will die this turn if not helped. And the enemy is there. Rek is fighting them. You are wounded. Syndrix is very wounded as well, I believe.
What's the action that
Yeah.
I do to help him not die?
So you would have to heal him.
Oh, I don't have healing.
Darn it.
You know what, Syndrix? You know what?
I would say you could.
That is fucked up.
You could
Potions.
Oh
stay.
my.
You could stay.
Potions.
I would allow for either a potion or stabilizing. You could try.
I don't have a potion. Syndrix says potions.
You could try a medicine check, and DC
Okay,
is 10.
I can do that. I can't click on my token for some reason, but so let's say that I move there, and then I make a medicine check.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use my. Can I use my Smarty Pants action to give myself a +4?
Smarty Pants action is a reaction. Yes. So yeah, you can use your reaction again. I just refresh.
Okay, I'm clicking medicine.
But don't use it until after the roll.
Okay, that's a 19. I'm not gonna use it.
Smart. Okay, so yeah, so he'll be stabilized.
And then I just lay down next to him.
Okay, you crawled over the bodies, and then just.
Fucking Syndrix. Oh, I'll revive you, but only for the NPC's sake.
He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't die.
Well, I was
Tommel.
okay. Here's my reasoning here. I thought like we had the whole initiative round. Now like next turn he's gonna die. Like on his turn, I was like, oh, I could just do this thing I'm gonna do. Then it's like, oh no, he's gonna die. And I was like, oh, shoot. I gotta do this now so he doesn't die, because he dies, I'll be sad. And if you die, I'll be even more sad too.
That's fair.
Tommel. Shit.
Okay, that'll hit. Not terribly much, but that definitely does, once again, maybe inadvertently on your part, put a damper on my stuff. There are 3 things that most people think is the most vile and evil things that a DM can do. I almost did it. I thought about doing it just then and laughing in Johnny's face, but I didn't. because I was saving it for something else that would have been funnier. And that's
Move
counterspelling healing spells. That is considered
Oh.
very evil DMing. The second thing that's considered very evil DMing is using the spell Silvery Barbs as an NPC. And the third thing that's considered very evil, DMs should never do it, is having a monster or NPC use healing of any kind. And unfortunately, that's what I was about to do, but can't because Chill Touch says you can't regain hit points. Sad. Tommel done. Cindric's up.
How is she looking up? How's
She's looking fine, actually. She doesn't look like she's been wounded or damaged at all, really. Like, very minor damage. Like, she's hiding behind the thing like you told her to. Looks like she had a pretty solid cover. Like, there's a very minor kind of, like, lightning damage, but it looks like she did a sufficient job defending herself with the cover and, you know, her small, lithe frame. And her just genuinely hot topic nature.
alright. Fair enough.
Cleara looks messed up. New guy looks messed up. You look messed up. I think you all have the same hit point total. Yeah.
I don't know.
You can count our hit points on one hand.
Yep.
Right. I believe we're at a
It's on-
Chad marathon over here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might doing this then. You know, it's do or die. He's gonna use a fortune point. He's gonna the super anime team move. It's the
Do do do.
where is it? Right here, fires of light. That's it.
Cool. So it's you and Scarin. So you need to be within 50 feet of one another, which you are. Scarin, do you accept and use your reaction?
Yes.
Perfect. A bright streak of light flashes from both Cindrix and Scarin to a point you choose within 50 feet, and a bloom of flame and primal energy flares out around it. Each creature of your choice in a 20-foot radius centered on that point must make a dex saving throw. A target takes 5d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Additionally, each creature in the area not chosen to take damage heals a number of hit points equal to the damage dealt by this technique. So go ahead and roll 5d6. I'm rolling dexterity.
Any further damage? Like, we don't want to heal the corpses. Never mind.
Yeah, so we're just, you know, hitting this person here, the main
Yeah.
lady, and
And
make sure
oh,
we
these
get
two are dead.
everybody.
Okay.
5d6.
5d. So 15.
She takes it. She failed to save because it goes off of your the initiator's dexterity saving or spellcaster saving throw, which would be a 16, right?
Your four powers combined.
Yours is a DC 16, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I failed that one. So minus 15, and then everybody inside of that area regain 15 hit points.
Good idea.
Very good play. She's bloodied. That will bloody her. This looks like the tide turner right here. Scarin. Immediately after tag teaming with Cindrix. Cindrix, you still have move, though, too, if you want to do that. You want to pop between her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel almost, yeah, it's like, she's pretty well defended, but, yeah, it definitely looks like, you know, she's completely invisible from the enemy now. So Cindric's done, Scarin up.
Her staff metal.
She has a wand. It's made out of crystal.
Okay.
Wait, so we healed it? We healed?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys all.
Okay.
Including Tommel.
And yeah, that wording on that from a long time ago, I believe, quite a while ago, is poorly worded. I do want to make sure that it's the damage roll, not all the damage dealt with that,
Right.
because that would be insane.
Oh.
But read as written by a much younger me would mean like, oh, we hit like a shit ton of little goblins. 9,000 hit points.
Oh,
Lifelink. It's too
The
strong.
lifelink.
It's too strong,
Yes.
bro. It's too strong.
oh.
Okay,
Man.
Skaren, you're moving in,
Wait, 1 sec.
moving away.
No, that's where I was before.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But you kind of went both directions, so I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing.
Me too, man. Um, oh, no, wait. Okay. I guess in case they get lippy, I'll just do this.
Okay. All right. She will. She says from behind you, Cindrix, I believe in you. You did a great job healing them. You can do this. And you have an inspiration dice. You can add a
Oh.
d6 to whatever you want.
Sweet.
For 10 minutes, for the next 10 minutes. All right. It'll go to the mage. Who? Shit. This is rough. She's actually going to wait until her her artillery fire is done. You said you were lying down, right, Quira?
Yes.
Okay, so you're prone. So these range attacks will have disadvantage. The three of them actually, fuck it.
Right.
I can just walk up on you and do the good old stabbing. The good old stabbing.
On me? What did I ever do to deserve a stabbing?
You were laying on the ground and were the first person I came upon. So,
Innocently.
Innocently. Hey,
Innocently.
fair. I'm not saying that these people are in the wrong. Okay, they are certainly doing crimes. So this one will stab you. This one will stab the other guy, and then this one's
Can I
gonna
wording flare one of them?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
This one will throw blood at Wreck in the back. Now, can you throw warding flare up for me? Just like click it, because I just want to make sure. Because I remember it being you can do it after the hit is declared.
I think I have to do it before the
Let's see.
the attack roll.
You can
Before it hit or miss.
before it hits or misses. Okay, so then the attack versus Quira, the attack versus cool new guy, or the attack versus the Goliath
Again. Like this guy.
against the new guy.
Oh no, against Kira.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Then let's see what we do. Quira will miss because of the disadvantage.
Yeah.
The other guy will miss because of an insanely terrible roll. Dude has a +7. I got a 9. Like on both.
Yeah.
On both. Advantage. And then on Quira, it had advantage, but I had to take the first one because of this. So then the other guy's throwing in the back of this guy, and well, fuck yeah! Finally, some luck. That'll be a crit, and he is adjacent to an ally. Ooh, shit. Okay, that'll put him down. Wow. 47 damage. That's
No.
really good.
Jeez, what?
Yeah.
Can't save everybody.
Can't do that. Wow.
No. Oh.
Well, now you don't have to worry about the Juggernaut anymore, Magpie.
Wow.
That's true.
But what if you didn't do that?
Yeah, but like, what if you didn't kill him?
What if you did?
Yeah.
I'm as surprised as you guys. That was 46 worth of sneak attack damage twice. Plus a D4 plus 5, and I got 47. So feel free to try and figure out the crunch on that. It was really good rolls.
Ow.
I don't think I rolled under a 4. Okay. So then she'll act. Now that she no longer has one person, she is going to. I can't blood boil again, or no. And you're the healer. So it's got to be you, yeah. Maybe? No. Yeah, it's got to be you. That's the way I get out of here.
I'm a big scary bird.
No, I know. But it's got to be.
Ooh, look at me.
It's got to be you. So she is going
It's
to
gonna be me.
move her speed. It's actually, hold on. Let me get the right of it. She's gonna move here. She's gonna move here. She'll move here, there, and there. Like so.
Attack of
This will provoke
opportunity.
several attacks of opportunity.
Oh.
One.
I have no reaction.
Yep. Okay. The claws will hit. The glaive will not. Okay, you dealt 12 slashing. Alright. And
Do
then,
I get one if I have a
you have a
bow?
bow out, so yeah, you don't have a blade out, so you could punch, but it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, isn't that my thing though?
punching? Really? When?
Pointless?
Oh, that. Okay. I will grant you that. Okay.
Can Tom poke him?
What do I roll? What do I roll?
So just click on the strength ability score on the top left.
Could be a crit. You never know.
It
The
is
quarterstaff
not.
reach.
No, it's not.
not.
He's literally just like
Womp.
Quarterstaff is not reach.
Yep.
Nice try though. She will move to there. She will. Yeah, it's gonna be the way. So she is then going to cast lightning ball.
Wait.
Everybody in the room needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a spell, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Dexterity?
Yep.
God.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use another flash of genius.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because she's awful and I hate her. I don't want to die.
Oh,
They
for
are a
the-
hater.
They are a mega hater. But for
That
the
was for Tom.
Okay.
for the D6, do I do it like before I know if it fails or after?
D6. But you didn't
But do I have
fail.
to? Oh, okay.
18's fine. This is not Storm's Wrath. This is Lightning Bolt, which is just a reskin on Fireball for Dennis
dang
Summons.
It.
So it's going to be a total of... So Gil fails, Queera
I used
fails.
inspiration.
Unless are you using it on yourself, Queera? The Flash of Genius? Oh, wait.
Yes.
And hold on.
Fuck
You
it.
Flash
I'll
of Genius
take it, I
to
don't
get
care.
him up this turn, didn't you?
Last
Oh.
turn.
Yeah, you're right. I used it on
right.
my turn, so it hasn't reset yet.
Yeah.
So I can't use it yet.
Sorry, I hate to be that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
So
resistance.
No, I'm glad you remembered because I wouldn't.
Queera out, Sara out, Gil out. Oh, used inspiration in, and
Okay.
Scarin in. So if you are out, you failed. You're going to be taking 28 lightning damage, and then 14 lightning damage if you
Oh my God.
passed.
Jeez.
So 7.
And
Sorry, I said that for some reason it wasn't letting me doing it.
he's not still sleeping. He's actually conscious, but he is almost back to dead town.
I'm done again.
Okay. And then it goes to Sarah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to. Is he laying down? No, he's not, right?
Who, this guy?
Yeah,
Uh,
he's standing.
he is technically supposed to be prone, yes. So if you wanted to go hit these guys, you could.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. If I can reach over top. Can I reach from here?
Yeah.
Or do I need to move to that other space?
I mean, you could be here and then clip, and then slide back. It's fine. You can end there. That's okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'll step in, but I
Pow.
want to attack recklessly. 18 hit,
Yes.
11 damage.
That will kill. And the next one?
Reckless.
18 damage, or minimum damage, I think, kills on this guy. He's got 5 left. He's dead.
Okay.
And then you still have your bonus action. You've moved 5 so far.
Yeah. Let me.
10,
Okay.
15, 20, 25. You could give chase to the wizard.
Yeah, that was my next. And then pole arm master her.
Hit.
18. 10.
Okay. It'll go to the mage, who will cast Thunderclap. Save. Okay. Wreck is now officially dead. Kill.
Alright, would I have noticed that the shimmery water thing happened when Sarah tried to hit her?
It's kind of like a weird shell. Yeah, like there's a shield about her that's strange. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. We're just gonna try and shoot her again, I guess.
Okay. Miss. Hit. Okay. So as you pull back the first arrow and fire it, you watch as it kind of hits and kind of the glow appears. And as you're looking and training that second shot, you can see that there's kind of a wave to it. And as you start thinking about the watery nature of it, you can see that it's like the surface of the water. And you realize you can't just strike it like that. You have to kind of dive it in. So you kind of drop low and arc it a bit and fire it so it kind of lops like straight into her. And when it hits her, it kind of catches her and throws her back onto the ground with kind of a very sudden thud that's very unceremonious and sudden. It actually catches Raphael off guard as you're just like, you drop low and you go, thump, and it goes, and you're just like, huh.
Yes!
Nailed it.
Nailed it!
She lies dead on the ground, as do all her compatriots.
Alright, count!
Everybody starts counting heads.
Everybody here?
So,
It seems like everyone besides Rek
Okay.
survived the fight.
Yura's down. We need to help her.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
about to
shut.
die.
Sorry, let's continue on the
Is
initiative.
the-
Gil's done. Queera, death saving throw. It's a failure. The veteran will make a medicine check, repaying the favor. And just barely makes it. So stabilized. You will not die. So
Yay!
you see him kind of grabbing at the kind of cloth and material from the guys near him and his own clothing, kind of ripping it off, looking to Queera and kind of staunching some of the bleeding, moving towards kind of like, her chest plate and kind of trying to like maneuver it in a fashion that he can get compressions done to kind of give her air and get her breathing again. And you can see very quickly, like in a few moments, he's got enough field medicine done to get her breathing and kind of like, stable. And everyone kind of laying there in the room after these few.
I want to say that
real-
I want to say that me and the captain just like Queer and the captain just like embrace, like drenched in
Just sobbing
blood,
and crying.
crime, and we're just like,
We crawled through. We
Wait,
crawled
real
through
quick.
it.
Didn't he have a full rotation before he died? Oh no.
No.
It was the no. It was never mind. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was
I
Rex.
thought it was the ball, not the.
No, because he got
Or it was the
healed.
blood. The blood
then,
knife.
And then he got super healed because of the super heal. He was active for that,
Mhm.
right? And then the knives got thrown, and then two
Right.
knives got stabbed, and he got lucked. He lucked out because it didn't.
No,
they
I
had
meant
mines.
I meant this
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
forgot
got
he got stabbed in the back,
He
and
got
then
royally
Man.
shivved.
then a whole round happened.
Man, the
then
way-
the lightning bolt.
It
Okay.
was the single nastiest thing I did in the entire combat, and it was not intentional. It was I was like,
Man, how he was tortured too, stabbed in the back by knife.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. Okay.
Ironic.
it's
Yeah.
wow. I didn't even mean for it to be
Yeah.
poetic, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, John.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that said, do you wish to maneuver your camp to a space that may not be kind of over a water?
No water. Let's get out of here.
Might I suggest the room in the center of the prisons, like kind of this area here instead?
Whatever's safe, man.
I'll move you over to it, and then I'll go ahead and put down your bubble. What I'll say is I'm gonna require one d20 roll, just one, and there's a very, very limited chance for a random encounter, but not a non-existent one. It was a certainty that you were receiving one if you tried to long rest the first time around, but it's now not as certain. So someone just roll a d20 and let's see if we get it.
Not it.
who's really lucky?
We don't want
Kimmy.
luck, we want not luck.
Who's really unlucky? Me. I guess I better roll.
Oh, did we search the body?
We'll get to it in a
Wizard
second.
here.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, okay.
9.
So what I'll say is before the start of next session, go ahead and complete a long rest. You've earned it.
Yeah.
And you will have gotten through it. And the start of next session will be you leaving the new ritual bubble after another 8 hours. Well, after a full actual 8 hours. You didn't make it through the first 8 hours. You only made it through about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. But you'll make it through it this time. And that's where we'll begin. Searching wise, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Who did you say you were wanting to search?
The wizard lady.
Okay, sure. So she had a crystal wand. And she has a brooch. And she has a long coat. These all appear to be magical. After Tommel is kind of like finished with the hut and is in there, is handed the items. The wand is +2 implement.
I can't move Tommel anymore. I think he's stuck in a weird place.
He's stuck in a wall, so we put him in a wall. It is a +2 arcane implement. I can't remember the name of the wands. The wand of the war mage. Yeah, +2 wand of the war mage. The long coat is a cloak of protection, functionally, and the brooch is a brooch of shielding. Which I'm kind of sad that Zach wasn't here, because Zach likes magic missile, and it would have been funny. Brooch of shielding gives you immunity to damage from the spell magic missile. It specifically just says you are immune to the spell magic missile. Okay, and then that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll pick up next week with the continuing of the raiding of the temple. See you then.
Bye.